Good afternoon, good evening, good whenever you are watching this, because I don't control you or indeed your life. Man who has worn exactly the same outfit in 2 videos on the trot now here. How is it going? What is up? And all that good stuff. Now, I am a car boy. I enjoy cars, I enjoy vehicles, I enjoy many different modes of transport, in fact. Here is a picture of what I have and drive around and am seen in every day. And before you ask, yes, I do own a bridal shop in Barnsley. So I thought, I like vehicles and I am not averse to putting a camera in my face, so why not have a look at some terrible, awful, disgusting, modified cars. These are the worst ones that I could find, and oh my, they are not nice. So we begin here with this Viper, very nice car, very powerful. I think some stupid 8-litre V8 or something ridiculous like, or V10, sorry, or something ridiculous like that. But what they have done is put all of the spoilers and aero products that they could find on eBay and glued it to it. Why really does baffle me that they have put the spoiler 8 feet from the back of the car and behind the window. That's confusing, but sick aero, bro. This was the first one I found, and this is the first thing that you find if you search modified car fails, I think it was on this search. But it is wonderful, isn't it? And I keep finding different things that I like about it. You've obviously got the exhausts coming out of the cardboard's rear diffuser, which is wonderful, being held up by tape, acting like a string, holding it up from the end. You've got the wonderful cardboard spoiler thing, which obviously they discovered didn't have enough structural rigidity when they first built it, so they added some more and kept going. And my favourite bit, quite possibly, is the tail light cardboard arrangement there, just so that you can, because it's cool to have little circles of tail lights and reversing things and all that. That's wonderful, and it's an entire picture, isn't it? And I want it, if I'm being brutally honest. Why do people feel the need to put fur on their cars? I've said this before in a previous video many weeks ago, and I've slept and had toast since then, so I can't quite remember which one. But why do you feel the need to do this and then have to vacuum the outside of your vehicle? Look, they've put it on the wheel, on the hubcaps. Why have you done this? I didn't think this was going to be so stressful. I don't understand people. Anyone who is watching this who understands what the appeal of extremely heavily cambered wheels is, tell me. And stretched wheels at that rate as well, because this has both. This has heavily stretched wheels or tyres and heavily cambered wheels that mean that you wear about that much of the tyre, and the contact patch on the road is about this big. You must go through tyres like they're going out of frigging fashion. And what for? It doesn't handle better because you have the contact patch of a child's bicycle. I don't get it. It looks so stupid. This is the classic one as well, though, isn't it? He's got tinted windows, he's got an enormous rear spoiler, he's got over-cambered stretched wheels, and he's taken the badge off it. Stop it, please. I'm all for creativity and expressing yourself through your modified car, but just don't do that. Right. These interiors are hateful, and I will go through each one of them as to why, but there's also another reason I put this in here. But first, to the business of the order stuff. Zebra. Why? C-3PO from Star Wars. Again, why? Whatever kind of Belle Delphine mess is going on there, why? And how many screens could one possibly have and fit inside of a car? Why? But this reminded me of, do you remember Pimp My Ride from back in kind of the early mid-2000s? It was this program where a man who raps, I think, went to people's houses and saw their disgusting vehicles that had They were scrap. They were absolutely disgusting. They were filthy on the inside. Some of them barely had seat cushions anymore. And he took them back to this, I think it was West Coast Customs, and they modified it. And they didn't really fix them ever, or put new brakes on them, or make them faster at all. They just painted them green, and then put lights anywhere they could find, right up to kind of the power limit of the battery, and then loaded it with screens and speakers and drinks dispensers and God knows what else. And I look back, I've watched another an episode of it the other day after having not watched it for such a long time, and oh my God, that was the most mid-2000s thing I have ever seen in my life. It was horrible, and I just wanted to rant about it for a bit because I don't get it now. I remember watching it back in the day. I loved it. I adored it. 11, 12-year-old me absolutely couldn't get enough of that program, but now 23-year-old me, I don't get it. It's very of its time. Right, this is this is even more. Camber. How do you drive? How do you turn the wheel at that rate? How do your wheels move and you get round corners? It looks like it's fallen off its wheel. And the enormous exhaust and the huge kind of wind deflectors on the windows, the ridiculous massive bonnet, the splitter that does absolutely nothing, and half of the windscreen is covered in red tape, and the windscreen wiper that is significantly too small for the van itself. It's a picture, isn't it? It really is. What even is it a Suzuki Wagon-R? I've got to move on from this because, oh my God. Check it out. See, I'm considering doing this to mine. I think it would look absolutely epic. The world's largest wing. Well, it's probably not the world's largest wing, but it's pretty special, that, isn't it? For those of you who don't know, though, the boot on the MX-5 opens where they've mounted it. So how one gets into the boot or the trunk for you Yankees anymore, I have no idea. But it's pretty wonderful, that, isn't it? It's pretty special. And I think we will end on this 6-pixel image of a man who has decided that on his truck, I don't want 4 wheels on my goddamn truck. I need 6 because I'm a man. Or something like that. And then he's put a spoiler on the back of it for aerodynamics and handling of his enormous truck. So now his truck is rendered pretty much useless because you can't open the back of it because it's got a spoiler on it. Isn't that wondrous? Isn't that fantastic? I'm going to go and have a hot chocolate now and think about what I've done. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then do smash the ever-loving silliness out of the like, subscribe and share buttons. I think what you can do this time is modify your car heavily. Make sure that your front room has your computer in it. Get up the like, subscribe and share buttons on that computer and drive your modified car straight through into the living room, onto the keyboard, smashed all the buttons. Absolutely perfect. Alternatively, you could just push them. Check out Instagram and Twitter, links in bio below. But beyond that, thank you very much for watching again, and bye for now.